Okay, so we've got here a trig equation, all right, which we're going to try and solve. But then when you read part A in the question, it says show that there is no angle theta which satisfies this equation. Give a mathematical reason to explain how you came to your conclusion. So we're not going to get any results here, okay, because there's no angle theta that satisfies this. But we've got to try, right? We've got to try and find the result. And when you look at this, remember, the idea is to get into a common sort of trig function. Okay, we've got causes and sines here, so the fact is here, because you've got sine theta here, we can't change the sine theta, so we're going to change the cos squared, right? That's what we to change that. And we can change that, of course, because we know this rule, sine squared plus cos squared is equal to 1, okay? Which means then cos squared theta will equal to 1 minus sine squared theta, okay, using that rule that we've learned. Now what I want you to do then is substitute that in there, and then it'll get rid of that cos squared like that. Okay, and we get an equation then, all in terms of sine or sine squared there. So I've got minus 4 sine squared when I multiply out, minus 2 sine squared minus sine theta plus 8 equals 0. Simplify this then, so you can put them together. So minus 6 sine squared theta minus sine theta, okay, and then 4 plus 8 is 12 equals 0. So I've got that there, my quadratic. Of course, I don't like the quadratic like that, okay, because we don't really want a minus in front. So I'll divide by minus 1 and make it easier then for us to factorize. So divide by minus 1, so we get 6 sine squared theta plus sine theta minus 12 equals 0. So you change all those signs. Now, there's no theta that satisfies this, okay? That's what they're saying, right? And we've got to show that there's no theta actually satisfying this. Now, you could, right, now try and factorize this, right? That would be the key here. Now, if you couldn't factorize it, okay, maybe it's not possible to factorize, okay? Maybe it's just not possible to factorize. What you could do then is look at the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so if you look at the discriminant of b squared minus 4ac, where your a is 6, yeah, your b is going to be 1, and your c is going to be minus 12. If that came out as negative, then then there's no results, okay? There's no real roots in that case. So then that would be a mathematical proof. But as it happens, if you do b squared minus 4ac for this, it comes out positive, okay? So there are results here. And I can actually factorize it, okay? So let's go and factorize it to 2 brackets. So if we put 6 sine theta in both brackets, like we normally do, okay? So it is possible. I'm sure you found a way as well as you're going through it. So what you do then is, okay, of course, when you've got 6 here, we put 6 in both, and then multiply 6 times, remember you multiply the first number there by that constant at the end. So 6 times minus 12 is minus 72. Adds up to give this number here, which is 1. Now think of a pair of numbers. 72, 8 and 9, yeah? 8 and 9 will work. That times to give 72. To add up to give 1, you'd need to make that a minus, wouldn't you? Okay, and that a plus. That would add up to give 1, and they would multiply to give minus 72, so that works. So you get minus 8 there and plus 9 here. And don't forget then, we divide by 6, that's the method we use, isn't it? And when you look in the first bracket there, there's a common factor of 2. And the second bracket is a common factor of 3. And they will cancel, won't they? Okay, 2 times 3 on the top, 6 on the bottom. So you get them 3 sine theta minus 4, 2 sine theta plus 3 equals 0. So we're expecting results now, aren't we? Which is sort of like contrary to what they say. They're saying there's no results. Well, let's see what happens. So you say the first bracket is equal to 0, or the second bracket is equal to 0. And what you get here then is sine theta equals 4/3, or sine theta equals minus 3/2. And then when you do that in your calculator, it's going to say error, isn't it? Okay, you will not get results for either of them. You've got to think of a reason why. Okay, so you've got to show. It's no good just saying error, no results. Okay, the fact is there will be no results, okay, for each of these, since, if you remember, sine theta, when you draw its graph, it's always between 1 and minus 1. okay, or between minus 1 and 1. It never goes outside that. It's a wave, isn't it? If you remember, where the maximum is 1, the minimum is minus 1. Okay, so the fact here we've got it equal to 4/3. It's impossible for sine theta to equal 4/3. It's impossible for it to equal to minus 1.5 there. Okay, it's got to be between minus 1 and 1.